We're recording. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Letchworth Explorers. Today we are going to be doing, and it's a little bit noisy because we're up the town, but we're going to be doing the Broadway Walk, which is from here, and you'll see we're near the train station, which is obviously a historic landmark. It's a lovely old building over here. It's got this amazing clock on it. Always worth a look at it. Things like that always get overlooked. And of course the Broadway Hotel. So it's me and da boy. And we're going to go that way, and we're going to go all the way up, and hopefully we're going to get another video in as well, but we'll see what the weather does. And yeah, so this is a little monument to Ebenezer Howard, and basically it outlines the problems he saw with the towns and the countries, well, the country as it were, and he wanted to amalgamate both into one, so that we had a wonderful place like Letchworth to live, and he did it, and it's been replicated pretty much throughout the world, and it's awesome. So let's start this Broadway walk and see if we can get all the way to the first roundabout. So here we go. Let's walk. It's a little bit busy at the town today, which is always nice. So, got the Broadway Hotel, which you can see there. I do believe one of those rooms is one of the rooms that Simon Pegg was in when they were doing the filming for... I can't remember the name of the film. That's terrible, isn't it? The World's End, there we go, The World's End. I've only seen it like 10 times. Yeah, I remember coming down here and seeing all the scaffolding and the lights. It's pretty cool. It is quite noisy down here because of the cars, but that's alright, the cars are usually quite polite, they'll let you cross. One of the things I love about them is they're just polite people. Mostly.
Yeah. Some people are, a little bit on the other side. But
you'll always get some people. Yeah. Now, what we've got over here is Morrison's, but this is only a facade. And this, I believe, used to be the town hall or the magistrates, one of the two. And it's lovely they've kept that, because that's a lovely bit of architecture there. Okay. Oh. There's the coming up to that stand for Letchworth, which is supposed to welcome you to the town centre, and it coincidentally used to be a poker stop, which I think still is. Yeah,
should be. Yeah. Look, Letchworth Town Centre, Letchworth Town Coast of Arms.
Yeah, there you go. Still playing Pokemon Go. There's the facade of the front of Morrison's. There's our town hall, I think. Never quite sure, to be honest. So, what we're going to do is going to take a minor detour to show you a couple of buildings on the way. Because that's what we do, we explore. Oh, and again, thank you for all the lovely comments that we've received. It's very much appreciated, and we're so happy that we're making you happy. Right, so as you can see there, we've got the lovely fountains in the distance. Looks like an event going on. I don't know what that is, but I'll skip by the steps. Oh, well, hold on a minute. Right, so we'll do this properly. So we're going to go this way real quick. Lucky we weren't crossing, isn't it? Come on, Lip. There we go. Always say thank you if someone lets go. It's only polite. Do you believe this is the... well, there's a sign on the wall, isn't there? Lovely building that is. Look at that. Heart Learning Group. Maybe it's not the town hall after all. Shows what I know, doesn't it? Letchworth Young People's Centre. Okay, I want to show you the library as well. I think the library's a lovely building. Look at that. That could almost be a cinema. I expect to see on the top Odeon, you know? 1950s Odeon.
I think these are sometimes also referred to in some other countries as a youth club.
That's what they're referred to here.
Okay.
I used to go to youth club when I was too old to go to youth club. And this over here is our cinema, the Broadway. Wonderful place. Lovely old architectural building. Well preserved. Right. I'm going to go back. Worth a look, that cinema, definitely. So I'm just going to get back on track. I'll show you a couple of the more buildings on the way as well, which are quite nice to look at. It's rather nice that I figured out how to keep the display on all the time. It took me all of 2 minutes to figure it out. Typical, really. Right, so I have to cross this road again. Nothing's coming. That's the HCM Music College, by the way. Anyways, looking at that. It's an interesting building as well. I've never been in that one. It sounds interesting. Right, so go on, William. Now we're coming up to the little park. Ew, what's going on here? Why is this coned off?
Either someone put them there, or is something going on?
Well, I don't know, this video may get cut short for a little bit. But we'll see. Right, so there's a bit of a gathering down there. So yeah, it's got these cones on it. But I don't know why it's got the cones, but I just want to show you the plaque. I'm sure if I'm being naughty, someone will tell me. Oh, I've got this plaque down here. Beautiful plaque. I love looking at this. Broadway and Garden City. Sketch showing the layout. It's really nice. Wonderful little testament to our little town. It's not quite so little, I suppose. It's really nice. Right, we'll go round. We won't go up the middle, just in case. Do try to be respectful. Yeah. So, walking up here. So what we've got over there, which you can't really see, is the old public school, which is now college, I think. Yeah. So we'll walk up here, we'll take a little vid of the fountain, as much as we can. He's going a bit slower with his Pokemon. As long as he doesn't start Pikachuing, we're good. Go up there. Ah, yeah, that's where they had the beach, didn't they? You could see all the the bits on the grass. That's probably why the cones are there. Little bits of grass that will grow back. They turned this whole area into a beachland. It was great. Ooh. William. William. Oh, bless you. Yeah, William just helping the little family get their ball back, bless him. Not quite sure what's going on up here. There's a gathering of people. So we can't show you as much as we'd like of the fountain. Maybe we'll do a shot when we come back. But if we go over there, we could hopefully get a shot in without getting people in. Okay, it's going to get noisy, so I don't think you'll be able to hear me. Okay? So here we are. This is the fountain. Very noisy. So get around as much as possible. There we are. Absolutely lovely, that is. Look at that. What a wonderful place to come and have a sit down. Really is. Do not go in the water though, it's probably full of stuff. Unlike my boy who has tried it.
I think I know where the sun is.
Ah, they're Pokemoning.
Yeah.
That's what it is. There we go, look. Apparently there's a Pokemon raid going on, so yeah, fair do. So that's the Pokemon community of Letchworth. Not as big as it used to be, but still living and thriving. Right, so we're going to cross the road here, so on this side. Right, hold on. Right, cross over, William. Well, it does, it's windy. Quick, quick, quick. Oh no, it's right. Right, still one coming. Right, here we go. So, there's St Michael's Church. Never been in. Interesting little bit of architecture. I don't know if you've noticed, but the walls are kind of standalone with little bits adjoining the walls, which gives it kind of unique appearance. Obviously with a rotundary at the top there, a nice little spire. At some point we will do St George's Church, which the people of Letchworth had a part in. There was a competition, I believe, because we got the Letchworth book, historical book, and the competition was to help design either the church or the Jesus that hangs up. You can see it as you go by. Massive. But yeah, it's a really, really tall spire. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's very nice, lovely to look down. Lovely houses. I'll just keep walking down here for a while and keep going. Now hopefully this will only be 1 or 2 parts, 3 tops, but I'm going to start posting them with the first one and then the other 2 in the comments to stop the spam posting. Apparently it was getting on a couple of people's nerves, so I'm going to start doing that to help out. I don't video edit, or else I'll join them all together. I gave it a bosho, but it didn't quite work out. So, yeah. I do plan to buy some decent video editing software eventually. But next week we're on holiday, and that's where all our money is at the moment. So maybe in a month or 2. I know there's loads of free stuff out there, but you know, I just want to get something nice. Right, over there in the distance you can see what is now the girls' school. We'll show you as we swing by, because obviously they're not there, school holidays, they're all bit home. There's no chance we can get anyone in a compromising position, and we should be alright, although I do see a window open. I don't know if any of them bored over the summer holidays, maybe. I know where I grew up, in Oundle, in Northamptonshire. There's a boys' school, which then became a mixed school, boys and girls, boarding school. And some of them do stay over the summer holidays, I must admit. I don't know if you've ever looked at the houses down here, but they are beautiful. Some of these houses are lovely. Look at that. Really nice. And this is really nice to drive down. There's trees on either side, as you can see, and it's actually double treed. Walking down as well, it's good. It's loads of lovely shade in the summer. Oh, coming up to the end of the first part with it. Right, St Francis's College. There we go. Quite an impressive looking building, and if I win the lottery it'd make a good house. Nah, I wouldn't do that. So yeah, nice. I love the gateway. The gate's beautiful. So, independent boarding school and day school for girls aged 3 to 18 if you want to take your children. I heard it's very good. your girl. Well, yeah, totally empty at the moment, as far as I know, apart from the caretakers and probably cleaners. But yeah, so that's St Francis. A little bit of a break while we cross the road here, and back under the. So that goes straight through to the other road there. I assume this is a part of the school as well, because it's kind of unbroken in the middle. So I don't know if this is dorms or part of the school teaching areas. I don't know. Nice little bits on the top there. I've never noticed them before. I always appreciate little bits like that, just to make it different, you know. Again, some more lovely houses over there. I always appreciate these houses. So, I think we're just coming up to the first roundabout. We are, so that's almost the end of this walk. That's a quickie, wasn't it? So we'll spend a little bit of time at the first roundabout, not a lot, but we shall walk around it and then walk back. And the weather don't look too bad, so we may well get the second video in, which is going to be the Howard Gardens walk. And hopefully we'll see a few little surprises in there, because I don't think many people usually go past the splash park, which is part of that. And we're going to start at the top end of the splash park, and depending on how many kids are about, I might have to turn the camera off till we get to the other side. But people see that when they drive by anyway, so.
And also, if you go down that way and then take a right, is it?
A right?
Well, go down there and
let's wait till we get up here so we can see where we are. It's going to get bright in a minute, so you'll let the camera adjust. I don't think I want to sit on that bench. It looks a bit mouldy. So, I'm just going to take a few seconds here to say this is the first roundabout in the UK, circa 1909. This is the one that Simon Pegg and Entourage flew over in their car, and then paid lots of money to have more signs put up. So yeah, they did alright by us, they did. We appreciate them. Right, what you saying, boy?
So basically, you go down there.
Down that way.
And then take that turn. Yeah, you have to go down there, down that road.
We'll walk over. So not Spring Road, but there's I think there's a shop down that way, or one of these.
Somewhere.
Yeah, there's a lovely little shop down there we like to go to at Christmas. Get some decorations, but it's open all year long. I can't remember the name of it. It's a little Aladdin's cave, it really is.
Yeah, so basically
Solar shots.
You go down here and then take it's either left or right, because I don't know my directions.
What, right down the bottom?
Yeah, basically turn
to the right.
Yeah, to the right. And then that would be my school. You can see the blue gates.
Yeah, shout out to his school.
Hi, Phil.
He is under the impression that it's not that great, but I think it's doing alright for him. He just needs to settle down. But it was his first year, so we'll let him off. Right, so this is technically the Broadway still. So, cross over. So we're not finished the Broadway Walk! Oosh! Let's carry on. That way, man.
I've actually never been down this way before.
That's an interesting little shortcut. I think we've been down it in the car, but never walked it. So, that explains why I didn't know this was the last section of the walk. But we'll finish it off. Nice little bit of woods area there. And how lively that gets at night. Oh, look at that, it's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Always a wonderful selection of trees around here. I mean, look at that, beautiful. That's a lovely house. Oh, am I kidding? They're all lovely houses. And that's one of the things I truly love about this town. Back in the day, between 1906 I think it was, and the First World War, you were allowed to design your own house if you bought the plot or something like that. And some of the designs are amazing. Such a diversity. And no young'uns, I don't mean the band. A little hidden barn over there. Never seen that before. Yeah. Ah, this is the bit where you got to go off and up, isn't it? Ah, we've been down here when we've been Pokemoning. Back when I used to Pokemon Go. It's a Pokestop?
What?
Is there not one down here?
Yeah, there's one down here.
Yeah, not quite so treed, but there are some new groves coming through. New trees.
And also in the first roundabout, which is back there, is also a Pokestop.
Ah, yeah. Another thing I love about this town is it protects trees. If you are not allowed to usually cut down a tree unless you get permission, unless I think it's on your private property. So yeah, any tree that gets chopped down usually has to be replaced.
Garden.
Yeah.
It's basically a massive garden which God has will over, I guess. I don't know.
Let's not put religion into this. That's a whole different kettle of fish for everything. But no, I think I read when they built the original Garden City, they knocked down 6 trees or less.
I thought it was like 2 to begin with.
Yeah, certainly weren't a lot, which was really impressive. I mean, if you go to the Tourist Information Centre up the town, you get off the bus stop outside the arcade, and it's right there. They've got several history books on Letchworth, which are really interesting. When we moved here, we got a couple just to see where we're moving to. Really fascinating. Good stuff. Okay, so this could well be the end, my friend. Oh yeah, busy road. I love these lampposts as well. I don't know if you can get that, but look at that. It's beautiful, that. So this is, as far as I'm concerned, the end of the Broadway Walk. I don't think it carries on. And we are now on the A505 this time. We weren't last time in the last video. Yeah, it comes out here. Oh, there's a bike. I got this here, look. Oh, 1903, here we go. Isn't that lovely to come into? Look at that. Lovely. Lovely little thing. Right, so. Oh, look at that house. That's lovely, isn't it? Nice, right, so. In conclusion, what we're going to do is say thank you for watching. This has been our Broadway Walk. Hope you enjoyed it. If anyone wants to put any more information on the various buildings we looked at, do so in the comments with greatest pleasure. Much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe. That would be awesome. We need you. And we'll hopefully see you in about 20 minutes to half an hour on the Howard Gardens Walk. Right, that's the Letchworth Explorers signing off. Bye.